guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Molly here today with another video all about Robin. So I gave you guys an introduction to Robin and I let you guys know I'm making a little series about Robin, and honestly the response was overwhelming. I didn't think anyone would be as interested or as engaging as they have been about it, but I'm so privileged by all the lovely comments, messages I've got. It means so much to us as a family that you guys are so invested in this. And I'm just so glad that so many of you are coming along in our journey. So today I thought that I would share with you how we feed Robin. So if you did see the video, my introduction video the other day, then you will probably have noticed that she has a little tube in her nose. If you haven't watched that video, go and check it out. But she has a little tube in her nose, but she has a tube in her nose which is called a nasal gastric tube. The nasal gastric tube is a tube which comes directly, well, you pass it directly down her nose, through her esophagus, so down her throat, through her esophagus and straight into her stomach. So when we feed her, the milk that she gets goes directly into her stomach. So Robin cannot be orally fed at all at the moment because we haven't checked whether she has a swallow gag reflex properly. We have an inkling that she has a weak swallow gag reflex, so we're hoping that she will have some oral nutrition sometime in the future. But just for today's case, I am just going to talk about how we feed Robin at the moment. She will be having an operation in a few months to change the way she feeds, and of course you guys will be brought along on that journey with us. So if you have a YouTube account and you want to follow this journey, please do subscribe. If you enjoy this video, do like as well, because it helps this video get shared and reach more people that it could help. So the first thing that we have to do with Robin is to make sure that the tube that's passed down her nose is in her stomach. So how we do this is we have this little pH indicator. It's just a standard pH indicator, and we get a little syringe, and I'll just take it out of the packet for you. I have a glut of these syringes. Honestly, I have a whole spare room which is just full of syringes and milk and things. But if I just grab this syringe out, I have this syringe here, and you just connect it, twist it onto her tube, you pull it back, and you will get an aspirate straight out of her stomach. So that is literally just the liquid which is sitting in her stomach. Once you have drawn back this aspirate, you then get one of the pH indicators, and you gently kind of press out, release a little bit of the stomach juice. Should we call it stomach juice? Let's go with stomach juice. You squeeze out some of the stomach juice and you will get the pH of the stomach. So as long as the pH is below, with Robin it's 5.5, so you can see that there's these little, you can check it on the side, but you have to make sure that the stomach is acidic so that her stomach is protected from any infection or anything which has got into her stomach via the NG tube, in the milk or whatever. So once we've checked that, we move on to the feeding part. So once we have made sure that Robin's tube is in her stomach, or indeed any person's tube is in their stomach, in Robin's case we have this Infitrini. Now this Infitrini is a pre-prepared milk. It's extra high calorie, so you'll find quite often with babies which have extra needs that they often have a high nutritional milk. This is 1 calorie per gram, I believe. So this is nearly double what normal like SMA or any other baby milk would be, and it's basically enriched for them, so you don't have to give them as big a volume. Now this is very common as well with babies and the acid reflux, and babies, the acid reflux is really quite common. If you've had children, you may have had a baby which did have acid reflux. But anyway, I have this milk, and because of her acid reflux and because of the fact that her stomach gets very acidic, we then add a little sachet of Gaviscon. This thickens the feed and generally makes sure that it stays down to the best of its ability. We do give her some other medication alongside this, but these are the main two things that we give her. So I prepare the milk for her, or Morgan prepares the milk for her, and then she has one of these tubes. So I'll open this up for you guys to see properly. But here we have this tube. So, as you can see, this has got 60 mils in it, so we have to fill it up a couple of times. But this tube here then connects on to the end of Robin's tube. Imagine Robin's there. And then we just hold the tube or connect it up somewhere to hold it up, and literally the milk just gravity feeds down through the tube, down her NG tube, and into her stomach. And that very simply is how Robin is fed. Now, she is quite sick. I will talk about that in another video, why she's sick, what we do to try and control that. But I thought some of you may just be interested today in seeing just how we feed her. So I hope that's been interesting for some of you. As always, please do like this video, subscribe if you aren't already subscribed, and yes, and as always, we have a little video of some things that Robin and I have been up to recently. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I really look forward to seeing you all in the next part of our series. Bye for now!